Hey, welcome back to Sasquatch Off-Road. Today we are doing some work on the side-by-side. We're going to repair the CV axle that we broke, and we ordered one in from Super ATV. We'll get that put back in there, and then we are going to, we got some tracks for the snow. Last year tried snowmobiles, snowmobiles I got, they were a little bit older. They just beat the crap out of me. So I figured we'll try tracks this year. These are for this machine this particular year, but I have adapters on this side-by-side to run 1000 wheels. And they're the same bolt pattern, just the lug bolt is a little bit bigger than this. So I can either drill these out or take the adapters off. So I get this tire off, see what is going to be easier. I mean, honestly, probably best just to take it off, but switching back and forth all the time, I don't know if I'm going to want to do that, but it's only going to be like once a year, so I guess it's not really going to be that big of a problem. So we'll, and then I've got aftermarket A-arms, so I got to pull this bracket off down here. I'll show you guys there in a little bit. I'll get it pulled off and show you. And then it's got a mount to the A-arm, but since I got different A-arms and they're pushed forward a little bit, it might, I might have to make custom brackets. So we'll find out. We'll get there, and then I'll once we get to that point, I'll show you guys. And there's got a mounting bracket on here that if we did have to drill out, we could take off. And I'll probably end up taking it off anyways, just to see how it's gonna mount up. But we could take that off and drill it out. So take you along. I'll show you. All right, we've got this tire off. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to replace that CV axle. So we'll get that out. Pitched my hand. So we'll get that off. We'll want to do this. You want to take your hub off. So I'll show you how we're going to do that. You got your brakes. And this is a lot of this stuff up here is a 13 millimeter or a 15 millimeter. Looks like that's a model in the A-arm, so bushings are probably in the future. Nope, brakes are off. Okay. Before you undo that main nut, that axle nut, you should probably take the brakes off first, because now it's all loose and wobbly. I should have done that first. Get these tucked up, and then it won't fall off. And don't pinch your brake cable. So since I already took that nut off, it'll come out fairly easy. You got your washers, don't lose those. And this is the adapter. So they should be the same bolt pattern, like distance apart as here. It's just this. Oh, you can see it's a lot bigger. Even just looking at it, you can see those are bigger. So I'll look at it because I might be able to use these nuts to bolt on. That was what I was thinking about, using the lug nuts. I don't have the lug nuts for that, but we'll just put it on there and see what we got. See how much bigger we gotta go. It's not that much bigger. We might just drill it. I might just drill it out. You don't have to go that much further. and there's still a lot of material left in there where we'll be all right. And you can take that mounting plate off. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a mounting plate that is removable in here. It's bolted in, so you can take that out and I can put it in the drill press and make sure everything is just straight. And I believe it's an M12 for that. So we'll look that up and make sure we're getting the right drill bit. But this is the A-arm. We'll pull this A-arm off. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to make my own brackets. Definitely. So here, this is supposed to, right, that goes underneath your A-arm, and this clamps on top, forward, and then there's a one down here, it's out in the truck, and it clamps on like that. But my A-arms are a tad different. So they're designed, they go up, so normally they just, A-arms will come from here and come straight. But I've got higher clearance ones, so I'm probably gonna have to build me a bracket. Well, we'll do that. So, putting this way back on the stand here. Doing this CV axle, it's fairly easy. We can even just pull this. On that last video, I'll show in a clip. If you guys seen it, the off-road recovery at the first responders. That's when I broke this. You can see that. That's gonna focus. Yeah, that just. All right, so we got that piece out. I did the bearings on this not too long ago. So let's see how I want to do this. Just contemplating the best way that I want to. We'll just take this whole thing out. I think it's probably easier that way. You just got a bolt that slides through, and then there's a notch on the bottom on this ball joint that bolt sits in and keeps it from coming out. I mean, it is October 4th right now. Winter is coming. Probably still be a little while before I have to put the tracks on, but I want to make sure that I get everything set up so that way when I do put them on, like it's just an easy process. So got that apart. Get the CV axle. And this is just a stock replacement. I'm not upgrading or anything. I've had this since 2020, and it's like I haven't been nice to it. So that's the first time that those are broke. So I didn't see any point in going heavy duty. So we'll see how this goes with this new one. If I can get the dang box open, it's kicking my butt. Nope, that's how it's going. No, I don't have my knife on me. We got that on. Alright, let's do it up to the new hub bolt. And new washer, cool. It's always a good idea to use new stuff when you do it. Do it anyways. Okay. So, on the inside here, on this axle, I don't know if you can see in there. I'll try to get a little closer. So, that's the front differential. We're going to slide one end in there and it's going to lock in place with, I'm trying to work a new camera. So this ring on the end here, I don't know if you can see, it's a little, that ring, it'll go in there and slide in there and lock in place. So that way it doesn't come out, and then it's also held in by a little bit of pressure from the outside onto the hub. Get it slid in, possibly. Let's see, right there. There we go. Okay. Flashlight. Alright, with a little persuasion, you got that in. You just gotta, you can get in there because that clip will hold out, will stay expanded on that end of that ring. Now it's in there, it ain't gonna come out, you're gonna have to pry it out. But that O-ring or that C-clip on the end, you gotta move it back and forth. Sometimes you put a zip tie on the end so it'll stay collapsed until you slide it in. And that zip tie will slide down the shaft and you cut the zip tie off. I couldn't find any of my zip ties, so I just wiggled it. And you can also, like, if you have a pick, you can get pressure on it and push that O-ring in to collapse it and then get it in there. So now we'll just put everything back together. Won't bore you with this. Alright, I just messed with the camera, so I don't know what you guys haven't seen. I'll go back through it, but here I put the track on. I took the adapter off. Here's the adapter. So, got that on. And then the bracket for, here's the bracket to put on. So this goes on to keep the track from twisting and rotating, like following the track. So it bolts on right here. And since I've got aftermarket A-arms, it's not going to hook up correctly like it should. So we're going to modify this or make new ones to go on. Now we're just going to see if this can get this on. Alright, that is on. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Let's see what she looks like. Oh yeah. that's going to work pretty good. If we can get that bracket on there, I think we're gonna be able to go quite a few places this winter. So I'll start mocking up some brackets and we'll get that put on there. So when I start doing the brackets, I'll start filming again and show you guys. But as of now, I'm just gonna put the tire back on and put that adapter back on. When I do the other stuff, I'll show you guys. All right, I didn't realize that the camera wasn't recording when I put this together. So that's how I've got it sandwiched in there. And on the other side, it's gonna be a little more refining, but this is just testing right now. So I'll get the other side done, get the front end done. Front end I'm gonna have to wait on some parts so I can get it in there and at least get it so that way I can move it around, pull it out of the garage, and then put it over on the other side, the storage area of the garage. So we'll get that, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do on the front. Okay, you ready? No, it's recording. Test out the tracks. There's not much snow up here, but we'll see what we can find. Just laughing at Riker struggling. You need help, dude? If you pull it straight down, oh, I think you're stuck. back. Are you on that one still? Hold on, you need to go back forward. Hold on, let me get that. Go forward. All right, hold up. I'll go back a little bit. Whoop. All right. Whoa. Back up a little bit more. You're too steep from an angle. A little bit more. Well, all right, maybe try that.
try something. I don't think we're gonna get this out.
Now we are. Gotta get winched with the tracks because they won't climb that log. This is difficult. Hey, we did it. All right, so we're getting pretty far down Franklin Basin Road. Doing pretty good. The tracks are doing good. We tried going up Steep Canyon where I camped last week or during Thanksgiving. And Rick knows this area very well. Rick was with us on the Veterans and First Responders when we went up to the crash site of that C-46. And he stopped here at this tree. There's a historical significance of this tree, and he's going to tell us what it is. We're going to create a new segment. It's called History with Rick.
No way. This is where they used to bring the mail.
Oh, wow.
And drop it off from Logan up and then Bear Lake over. And this is where they would drop it off and retrieve it.
For the Pony Express. That's neat. I've been past this tree so many times and I never even, it's hollowed out. Oh, that's my face. Don't want to see that. Oh, there's trash down there. Ooh. Where are you at, Mick?
Pretty cool, huh?
That's pretty neat.
Buddy, are you coming?
Did you want to see this or are you playing in the snow?
I'm playing in the snow. Come see this. Anyways, this is where they would drop off mail.
Matt.
What?
Can I drive that?
The side by side?
Yeah.
Oh, you can drive mine.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'll try the tracks.
Okay.
Include 2 belts, the tracks are awesome. And I think we'll have to adjust some stuff for belts. All right, we ran into some problems, couldn't get up this icy hill, so we had to winch this tree over here. So now Rick's gonna hook back up and we're gonna try and get over here because there's a tree down in the road. And we're still waiting on that. There's that bigger tree that we might have to get over and go around. So that's gonna be fun too. All right, we were able to make it back to the trailers, get around the trees just fine. We ended up using Rick's spare belt. It was a little big, but we were able to get it on and get it to work. Made it back to the trailers, got to redo some clutching on my side-by-side, get it to work well. And remember, if you guys have had a sighting and you guys want to talk about your sighting, you can email me at sasquatchoffroad@yahoo.com. And remember, you ain't going to find them from the couch.